Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Mobile Application Development. In our previous video lecture series, we have seen that how the Android components works. What do we mean by the Android components? What is the Android architecture? What do we mean by exactly the Android is, and where and how we can use or utilize our Android application. So now the question should come arise in your mind that, sir, to develop the Android mobile applications, what we need, okay, or what the integrated development environment we need to develop the Android application. Students, here we have so many development environment with us, but since last 4 to 5 years the Google supported the one IDE that is known as Android Studio. So this lecture is all about to the introduction of the Android Studio. That what is Android Studio, what are the features of the Android Studio, how we can install the Android Studio, what are the prerequisites to install the Android Studio, and what is the project structure of Android Studio. Students, I have divided this whole Android Studio introduction session in two different parts, where I am going to show you from the installation steps to the last Hello World Run a mobile application, as well as we will talk about the application activity life cycle as well. So do not waste more time. Let's start with the first understanding that what do we mean by the Android Studio and what are the features of the Android Studio. So our first topic is that why we need to take the Android Studio as our integrated development environment, that we can say as our IDE. Students, Android Studio is Android's official IDE right now, and it is used to accelerate your Android application development. There are so many unique features in the Android Studio through which you can develop your Android application very quickly. Students, it also helps to build the highest quality of Android applications for all Android devices. This is the Android Studio logo. Okay, this is all about the Android Studio. Now, let's see the features of the Android Studio. So, the features of the Android Studio are that it's a perfect environment to develop the application for all devices. That means it will support that you can test your application in the multiple smartphones, like with the help of the AVDs. Okay, as well as it is providing you the environment through which you can make or develop your application for all kinds of devices, not only for the smartphones but as well as for Android TV, Android tablets, and other Android devices. Next, it applies the changes to push code and the resources changes to the running application without restarting the application. Students, next when we talk about the Android Studio feature, that is, it's a fast and rich emulator. That means it provides us an emulator that is very much fast and rich. Okay. The next is the Android Studio provides us a drag and drop visual editor. See, right now what happens in Android Studio, students, we have a facility to drag and drop. Like I'm just going to take a button from my widgets and place on my layout screen, or I can say the activity. I take the text field, place on the activity again. So this is a drag and drop layout functionality which is provided by the Android Studio. Okay, so do not need to code much for the, especially to check whether my button is working or not. You can also change the button name, okay, the layout, their position in the particular activity. So you can change each and everything by just using the Android Studio. Okay, now next you may have, students, APK analyzer. So APK analyzer, that means, what do we mean by the first the APK it is? So students, the APK, that means APK is a complete package of the source code, whatever you have written for the particular application. Second one is the resource files and the native libraries. Okay, so your APK contains all three things combined together, make a bunch, and that is your APK file, which is now ready to be downloaded from the Play Store or any other application store environment. Okay, just to download that APK file, install it on your smartphone, and then use it as your application. So Android Studio supports the APK analyzer as well, okay, which easily inspect your content of your APK file. Next, GitHub and the code template integration is there in the Android Studio. Students, when we talk about the GitHub and the code template, that means the GitHub supports the version control system. Usually you found that my Android APK version like 1.1 or 1.8, that this is a WhatsApp version 26.33. So what is this version? Version, that means updates. So whenever you want to give update in your application, you just need to change some little bit of previous code and then launch it again on your Play Store account or any other App Store accounts, which gives you the facility to maintain the versions of the APK, and you can maintain that APK version or Android project version from the GitHub, and that GitHub is directly integrated with Android Studio. Next, it is just providing the best testing tools ever in the market to test the Android application, as well as it has the C++ and NDK supports. C++ native libraries are also there, and Android Studio supports it. Android Studio also contains the built-in libraries to support the Google Cloud messaging services, as well as it is used to maintain the automation, the dependency management, and as well as facilitate you for the customization, the build configuration. The build configuration, when we talk about that, when you build a project, it contains the resource libraries as well as the platform independence details, the minimum SDK version, the minimum API version. There are so many details are there in a particular build. So you can manage or you can customize your build configuration as well by using the Android Studio. So obviously, it is very important tool to develop application for the Android. Now, the next is the minimum requirements for the Android Studio. I'm going to show you the minimum hardware requirements of the Android Studio. See, the Android Studio need to be there on the operating system which contains the Windows 8, 10, 32-bit as well as 64-bit, both of them. And we talk about the Mac OS, the version, the minimum version which is required for that, it is 10.14, the Mojave or the higher version of that. Any Linux 64-bit operating system can easily install the Android Studio in it. Now, to run this application, to run this Android Studio in your computer, in your desktop system or laptop, you need at least 4 to 8 GB RAM. Okay, as well as the 8 GB RAM, 8 GB of the available disk space is occupied by the Android SDK integrated development environment as well as Android emulator. So you have three different things like Android SDK, Android emulator, and Android IDE or Android Studio IDE integrated development environment. This all three things occupies minimum 8 GB RAM. So for the better output, what I recommend to take the 8 GB RAM for the study purpose. See, the screen size is 1200 by 800, 1280 by 800. That is a minimum screen resolution to develop a code or develop an application using Android Studio. What I suggest for the developers, if you want to become an Android developer, then your system must be cool and very much fast. So that's why what I suggest, your system must contain the 16 GB RAM as well as 240 GB SSD over there, because SSD gives us a fast performance as well. Fine. So it is recommended to use the 16 GB RAM and 240 GB SSD in your computer system as to run the operating system. Okay. Then if you have the 1 TB hard disk or the external hard disk, then it will be great for you to storage purpose. Okay. Now the next topic is the pre-installation checklist, that I want to install Android Studio in my computer, but should I have enough things in my PC? You should have the 8 GB RAM at least, then the Windows 8 or Mac or Linux operating system 64-bit. Then you must contain one thing that is known as Java Development Kit, JDK over there. Students, the JDK version greater than 1.8 is supported by this Android Studio. Okay, right now the JDK more versions are there. How to download the JDK file? You just need to go on the website that is known as, written over there, but it is known as the oracle.com/java the technology slash the Java S-JDK. You will find the lots of version of the JDK over there. You might get any one. Here I am going to download the JDK version, that is JDK 16 point something. Okay, and you can download the JDK in two different ways. Either you can download the whole RAR file of the JDK package, or you can download the installation file. Most probably the JDK contains around the 160 to 180 MB size to be downloaded from the internet source. Okay, so you just need to download the JDK first if you do not have the Java environment, and then you need to set the Java environment variable as well. And if you want to check whether my Java environment is set up or not, whether JDK is installed or not, then you just need to write javac dash version, and you will get the idea about the JDK installed or not. In the previous slide, it's a process of the JDK installation, and this is the process that how you can write in the command prompt. You just need to click on the Windows button, write the CMD, enter, and write down the javac space dash version. It will show you any version over there. If a Java compiler is not installed in the computer, it will show you like error that javac command is not recognized. Fine. So this is all about the JDK installation. Now, let's move towards the next part, what for which we are waiting for since long, that is the Android Studio installation. So you just need to go on the website that is known as developer.android.com/the-studio. You will find the latest version of the Android Studio like 4.2 or 4.2.3 over there. Okay, you just need to download that version in your computer system. It might be contains a size around 930 MB or around the 1 GB. Fine. This is your whole packet downloaded. You just need a good computer speed to download that file, as well as the good processing power to execute the installation process speedily. Students, once you downloaded the Android Studio, when you click on the installation file, it will show you such a dialog box which shows you just need to click on the next button. With yes, I'm ready to install the Android Studio. Okay, see, before downloading the Android Studio, you may need to tick on the accept terms and condition which is written over there in the Android Studio portal. Okay, so you just need to check out that what are the terms and condition, that accept the terms and condition, and then you are able to download the Android Studio from that website. Fine. Now the next screen, students, they will ask you to tick on the Android AVD. AVD stands for the Android Virtual Device, from which you can test your mobile application. Whatever you run the program, it will be displayed on the AVD. You can also check your running application in your smartphone by using the USB. Okay, you just for that you just need to enable the USB debugging or the developer mode on in your smartphone, and then you can check on your Android application in your smartphone as well. Okay, so this is a Android virtual device through which you can check your application virtually. So it will ask whether you want to install or not. Definitely we want to install the AVD as well. So click on the next button. Then it will ask you the startup installation, that from which path you want or to which path you want to store or set up this Android installation. This is a basic C programming. C drive the programming files and the Android Studio over there. So I'm not going to change anything. I'm just click on the next button and move further. So what about the next, students? In the next, I have the Android Studio installation. So select your folder. It will ask you that on which folder you want to create a shortcut for the Android Studio. Okay, so just click on the install button, remains as it is, and click on the install button. When your installation process is just going on right now, when the installation get done, okay, your finish button is enabled. You just need to click on the next, and then you are just need to click on the finish button. So when you clicked on the finish button, still your Android Studio installation is still begins over there. Okay, it is not completely installed. When you click on the finish button, students, on the next screen, the Android Studio start the installation or check whether your Android Studio is previously installed or not. So it will ask you that did you install the Android Studio previously, and the files of the Android Studio are still there in your computer. Then you just need to click on the custom location. Else you just do not need to import the setting and need to install this Android Studio in a new directory. Okay, so I'm just click on the do not import the settings and move further. The next step, the Android installation is just getting started. Obviously, it is provided by the IntelliJ platform. Okay, so now the Android installation is starting. The installation of the by downloading the libraries and the Gradle files and all things from the internet. Okay, see your installation package. It will size is will maybe increasing. Most probably Android Studio, once you install the complete Android Studio with all the libraries and the EVD manager, it may occupy the space like 2 GB, 5 GB or 6 GB as well. Okay, so it depends on what you have downloaded as per your need in your Android Studio. Fine. So next, what we have, friends? See, after installing the Android Studio start downloading some dependency or the SDK components. So this is the process which shows the downloading the SDK components. Next step, students, it just set up the wizard. This is the first wizard of the Android Studio. You just need to click on the next button. After clicking on the next button, you will find out to choose the installation type. See, whether you want to install Android Studio by the custom yourself, or you just want that the Android Studio will get set the settings, standard settings, okay, of the all the directories, the griddles, the versions, API versions, SDK version, everything over there. So I'm just click on the standard version. Okay, I do not want any customization right now. So click on the standard. Then you just need to choose the user interface theme. The latest version of the Android Studio will ask such thing. The older version are not. Okay. So it will be ask me that whether I want to go with the darker version or the light version. So it's my choice. I'm go with the light version. Next, the Android SDK components will be downloaded. Getting started download the Android SDK components. Okay, like see here you can see the components of the Android SDK version like Android emulator, SDK build tools, SDK platforms, SDK tools, as well as support repositories, the Google repositories, the Intel X6 emulator, SDK patch, and the source of the Android 28. Okay, so these all things are getting downloaded. So these all things has that various number of sizes. So such type of whole package now is getting downloaded for my Android development. Okay, now the next thing is, students, the next you just need to unzip this SDK, the Android Studio unzipping the SDK components. So this screen is all about the unzipping the SDK components that it just downloaded in the previous steps. Now the next step is various necessary files to be downloaded. So after unzipping the SDK components, it is just downloading the necessary files from the SDK tools, and then this is a complete setup of the Android Studio. Once your Android Studio is completely installed, you will get this screen. Students, if you can see here in the screen, I get the various options. The number one is to start the new Android Studio project. Second one is to open an existing Android Studio project. Third one is check out the project from the version control. That means whether your project control is from the various versions. Okay. Next, the profile, the debug API, import the project. If you want to import the project from the outside, then or import an Android code sample. And I do not want to run the whole project, I just want to taste my simple code, then I can do it from that also. Now, on the middle of that, you will have some configuration button. When you click on the configuration, you will find the various ABD, SDK versions, minimum SDK version, API versions, and all that. So you can change the configuration from that particular screen. See, it is not necessary to change the configuration right now because after the installation, you can change a project configuration from your taskbar window, toolbar window as well. Fine. So do not worry, just click on the start new Android Studio project. So students, I'm just clicking on the start new Android Studio project and then I'm getting this screen. See the new project. They are asking me to write down the application name. Students, always remember whatever the application name you are going to write down over here, it is your package name. Okay, your application is considered that particular package. So when we talk about the package, if you ever go on the Google Play Store, see, then you will find a package like com dot the Play Store account got such application name. So here the company name, company domain is also there. You will found that jeft.example.com. This is a company name. So when you click on the next button, see this is your next screen which shows you the target Android devices. But before this, what we have that is a application name and company details. So when you click on the next button, students, you will find the new Android project over there. So this is a new Android project that is known as a target Android devices. So here it is. You just need to click on the phone or tablet button. Okay, that you want to run your Android application. But what is your target devices? Whether you want to run your Android application on smartphone, TV, tablet, which one? See, right now I just want to run my Android application, to develop an application only for the smartphone. Is click on the phone and the tablet, and then click on the next button. After clicking on the next button, students, you will found the an activity to the mobile. See, this is all about the activities. I have already informed you that what do we mean by the activity. Whatever the screen you can see in a smartphone, that is known as activity. So students, this is all about the activities that we have. Okay, this is the activity we found. Next, when you talk about the Android Studio project, so you can customize your activity as well. You just need to write down your activity name over there. We are first going to activity name is the main activity. Now, next, when you start the activities, it will just take the setup of the constraint layouts by default, and it will just run, and now you can see your final project like this. So this is all about the Android Studio introduction. Now, what is the project structure? Let me show you. See, this is the project structure, students. The first you will found, this is project structure. And the first you will found the number one is written over there. It is known as a toolbar that is used to create or to run the project as well. When you want to pause the project as well as you want to run the project, you check out the AVD managers from that. Okay, the all things about the run the or launch the project or the Android tools are there in the toolbar. See, when you talk about the second is the navigation bar. So number two shows the navigation bar. If you found that like Java, com, example, my application, and main activity files are there. So these all files are there. You can just navigate from one file to another file. Okay, so this is all about the navigation bar. Next, students, we have the editor window. See, whatever the code you can see in a package.com example like public class main activity extends the app compact activity. This whole code is written inside the editor window. Okay, so you can just create or modify the code depending on the current file, and editor will get the change directly in the emulator. Okay, students, the next students we have the project layout. See, on the number 4 shows the project layout. If you found the left on the left side one strip over there, sorry, on the left side one strip over there, students. Okay, that strip has contains like project structure, that you can say the captures, the favorites, and everything over there. So this strip is known as the toolbar window. Next, students, we have the project layouts. So the toolbar window is totally meets in the outside of the, it can run on the outside of the project, but tool window is specific like the specific project that you want to run. Like the tool window, number 5 contains like debugger, console, and everything are there in the tool window. Next, the last one is a status bar. So status bar that shows the project status in the IDE. Like any warning messages are there, the project status, whether the riddle are built or not. But all things are written over there in the status bar. So this is all about the Android Studio structure. So this is the project structure. See, here I'm just going to start one project over there. The project name is Demo Lecture JJS. That is my application name. Now, if you found some manifest file over there, okay, let me show you. You found, students, the manifest file over there. Manifest file that contains the heart of the Android project. It contains everything that is written in the Android manifest.xml. It basically contains the components, we can say. Okay, now when we talk about the Java, so the demo lecture JJS is a Java file which contains the all the component details of that. So first, when we talk about the manifest, it contains the fundamental characteristics of the application as well as define each and every components. So how many components are there? Total 4 components are there: activity, service, broadcast receiver, and the content provider. Whatever the things you will want to bind such component with your applications, it is inside the manifest file. Okay. When we talk about the next, we have the Java file. So Java source file contains of all details about your project. It includes the main activity.java file, in which you define your layouts, in which you define your views and everything. Now, next students, we have the resources. The RES folder contains the resources. That means whatever the things you need to develop your application, like the image, text, string, icons, everything students are there in the resource. So resource folder contains the folders like drawable, layouts, menu, map folder, the navigation folder, and the values. Values contains like string values, application value, and all. And the last students, we have the Gradle scripts. The Gradles which are used to bound your application, which need to be built successfully. It contains everything details, like you can say the SDK details, minimum SDK version, the target SDK version, build tool version. These all things are there in the Gradle. So now let me show you the live project of the Android Studio, the how the screen of the Android Studio works. Students, once your installation gets completed, the Android Studio will take some time for the open. Always remember, you just need the 8 GB RAM and a good processing power to run the projects of the Android. As well as I would recommend for the developer, it's a 16 GB RAMs are necessary. This is a splash screen of the Android Studio. Okay, I have already created one project which is named as a demo lecture JJS. So might be possible that directly the demo lecture JJS will be opened up. Okay, but to open the project need to build the griddles, they need to download the sources file, and so it will take some amount of time. So what you have to, to develop the projects in the Android, a good patience as well. Okay, so right now see, it is just directly opening my demo lecture JJS project. See students, if you can see, first getting scanning is processed. This is my whole window. I have just opened couple of files like main activity.java, XML manifest file. Still my project need to be loaded. My project structure is still not completely loaded. So it is just need to do complete that task. Okay. So you just need to wait for a few minutes as well. So when you start opening the project the first time, it might take 10 minutes to 30 minutes. Okay. So build the griddles and everything. And the next time it will take a few 5 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. So this is my whole the project structure. This is my manifest file. Let me open the manifest file. See, the manifest file contains all the components as well. So it is asking me that it is like a Android allow backup, true or not. So this is all about the Android allow backup true. That means if you want to allow to take the backup, then it's a true by default. When I talk about the Android icons, a MIPMAP file, so IC launcher is there. All other launcher files of the in the MIPMAP folder. Okay, so this is inside the resource folder. Okay, now so let's back to the manifest file. Next we have the Android label demo lecture details. So this, if you found, when I clicked on this, then it will show me the string slash app name. That means this label is application name. When you run your application, it will show demo lecture JJS over there. So this is inside the string. Okay. So let me show you where the strings are there. You just need to go inside the values, resource, inside the values, and under the XML file string. It is over the application name is demo lecture JJS. Fine. When we talk about the next manifest file, it contains a round icon. See, many of time you will found the round icon in your application. Okay, so this is all about the application round icon. So map file, the icon launch. Let me check out the file. See, the round icons are there in the IC underscore launch underscore round. This is all are the round icon. You just need to put your one icon over there. Android will automatically create the other all 6 files. These all files are needed to be created for the various version of the smartphones as well as tablets. Okay, so this is the launcher round icon. Next, when we talk about the Android manifest file, the next students we have support RTL. Support RTL, that means when we write in the Arabic language, it is written from the right to left. Usually write left to right, but in the Arabic or Urdu will be right in the right to left. So whether your Android smartphone supports the right to left or not. So it's by default true. Next, the theme. When you talk about the PowerPoint, okay, when you just open my PowerPoint screen, then it will show me the whole themes are there. Themes are there. So same like the PowerPoint themes, here we have the Android smartphone themes. When you click on the application, it will show the darken layer over there. Then some layouts files are there. So still is there and written in the style XML. See, so here you can see the themes.xml. So it is written like this. See, like you will found everything about the theme, like color primary, color primary color, color variant, the secondary color. Okay, so if you want to change some colors, so we'll change it from the color xml. So color xml is there in the values. Under the resource folder, go to the values, go to the color.xml, and you will found, see, the color name is like a purple right now. Okay, it's a purple. Then it's this another color is there. Okay, so this is all about the purple color as our primary color. This all the colors are defined over there here. So you just need to write down this color and add it over here in the theme. So it's a color 500, the color 700, the white. This is all about the color code. You just need to define the color code over here. Now, another thing, students, let me show you that is the sources, map file, the drawable file. See, the drawable file contains the launcher icons, the layout, activity main. So the layout, whatever the Java file you have the XML file for the same. This is your drag and drop layouts. Okay, how we can drag and drop the layouts from here, how we can drag and drop the buttons, what do we mean by the menu file, how we can change the icons, and how we can do this. These all things I will explain in my next part. So students, if you have any doubt in the Android Studio installation and about the basic introduction of this project structure, then please feel free to ask me. Thank you so much.